Good evening and welcome to Only Connect, the grand final. Yes, this is it, the big night, the culmination of months of quizzing. I'm incredibly excited, my good mood tempered only by the fact that under ridiculous and excessive new scrutiny of the BBC, since last week's show, they've ruled that our champagne tower now has to be in shot. Anyway, let's get on with the final. Sorry about my appearance, I came straight from a dinner, I didn't have time to get changed. Our finalists tonight are, on my right, Phil Styles, a secondary school teacher who is fluent in 6 different Braille languages and has sung Swing Low Sweet Chariot as a solo in a French cathedral. Tom Kappelman, a board game fanatic who has flown a glider for less than a minute. And their captain, Graham Cole, a software engineer who was thrown into a wall while dog sledding in Norway. United by a love of language, they are the Verbivores. Graham, you've played a record 7 games to get to the final. How important is it to you to win now?
Well, it would be nice to win, but genuinely we are just amazed that we got anywhere near this far. We won a couple of games by 1 point, took the longest possible route to get here. We know we're up against a brilliant team, so win or lose, we're happy.
Your brilliant opponents tonight are, on my left, Annette Fenner, a medical journal editor who was the 1993 SEAL Primary School spelling champion and can trace her ancestry back to William the Conqueror's brother-in-law. Emily Watnick, a retired finance manager who, on the 50th anniversary of JFK's assassination, recreated the tragedy in an interpretative buffet at a birthday party. And their captain, Amy Goddell, a semi-retired maths teacher who has participated in a public crossword competition and whose great-great-grandmother was born in 1815 in Waterloo. United by a taste for travel and a tipple, they are the Cosmopolitans. You beat the Korfballers to secure your place in the final. How important is it to you to win?
Well, I'm just amazed that we beat the Korfballers, to be honest. Having got here, having got to the end, is really just fantastic.
Well done, all of you, for making the final. Let's get on and play it. Verbivores, you won the toss. Please choose an Egyptian hieroglyph.
2 reads, please.
2 reads. OK, let the final begin with this question. Your time starts now.
What is that? So it's a heart, isn't it? Or is that what's it?
Well, cordate is an order of animals.
Next. Oh, right, black, orange, is that? Is it red? I don't know.
Okay.
Next. So what's on with 4 leaves? What? In green? Because a 4-leaf clover patch?
Well, it's not a sequence, so what's a link?
Oh, no, sorry. How many times have I played this? So it's just what? Number of leaves and...
3 seconds.
Next.
Oh, the clock's run out.
That's a good start.
Bonus chance for you, Cosmopolitans.
The colour of and the description of things on flags.
They are not things on flags, I'm afraid. What they are is suits of the pack. Cordate is a sort of inverted heart shape, like a spade. Then we've got heart-shaped. Trifoliate, that's like clubs, it's that shape. And rhomboid, the diamond. The colours denote the suits of the pack. So, no points there, Cosmos, but you may choose a question.
Horned viper, please.
The viper. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Property of a lady. Next. Are they... Is it the names of... next. Mexico. They might be the names of some kind of... Should we go with the next one? I don't think we're... Next. 007 in New York. Are they all written by Sebastian Faulks?
They are not all written by Sebastian Faulks. So, Verbivores, you have a bonus chance now.
Are they spin-off films.
It's almost the exact opposite.
Yeah.
They are James Bond stories that have not been filmed. There are only 4 left stories that haven't been filmed. The Property of a Lady, that was going to be Timothy Dalton's next Bond film, but there was a legal problem, they stopped filming. The Hildebrand Rarity, that sounds brilliant. James Bond goes into a sort of old-fashioned murder mystery at sea. That sounds great. Also, a good one for charades, The Hildebrand Rarity. How would you do it? Risico, or Risico, that's Bond investigating a drugs ring, and 007 in New York is a very short one about a Russian spy. Anyway, who wants a question? Verbivores, you can have one. Which will it be?
Can we have Twisted Flax, please?
Why not? Twisted Flax? Well, it's the music question. I feel like a dance. What connects these clues? Here's the first.
Boy, toy named Troy used to live in Detroit. Big money. He was getting some coins. Was the shootouts with the law?
Next.
But have you seen her on the dance floor? She got the boom, shake the room. That's the lightning and
Next.
the thunder. Yeah, my mama, she told me don't worry about your size. She says boys like a little.
I know what you're talking about, I can't remember his name at the moment. Goodness.
Next.
Can you handle this? I don't think you can handle this.
It's talking about their size.
Are they talking about their size?
I need to hear something specific.
Big.
Behinds.
Lovely big behinds are being celebrated in this piece of music. We're testing 2 things with this question. 1, do you know the pieces? 2, dare you say the answer? What did we hear?
For the first one, big something behind, I suppose.
The song was called Anaconda. Well, it was sampling Sir Mix-a-Lot. It's a Nicki Minaj song. They sampled the bit where the chap sings, apparently, "My anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hun." And Nicki Minaj sings, "He toss my salad like his name Remain, and when we done, I make him buy me Balmain." That's a lovely message for the young women of today, isn't it? That's absolutely lovely. What else did we hear?
Last one, Bootylicious.
Bootylicious, Destiny's Child. All About That Bass, Meghan Trainor. And the second one, Booty, Jennifer Lopez. Mesmerised by the size of it. You can fight it if you like, take your time. Quite the image to juggle, isn't it? You can fight it if you like. That's an evening. Well done, you get the point. Cosmopolitans, what would you like?
Lion.
Lion, please.
Lion. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Next.
Oh, no.
Yes. Next. R3:45, so B9:30. J 3 o'clock. R next. 6 o'clock. The times of different watches on ships.
Not the answer, I'm afraid. Verbivores, do you want to have a go for a bonus?
Are these the semaphore representations of these letters as they would appear on a clock?
That's absolutely brilliant. Cheers to you. I can't demonstrate it myself in this dress before the watershed, but if you could hold your arms in the shapes denoted here, if you hold your arm at 9:30, please.
Like that. My 9:30.
Well, that's not really 9:30,
camera's
is it?
9:30.
You'd be a bit more sort of... Yeah, well, 9:30. Well, that's the letter B. That's B in flag semaphore. Phil, could you show us 3 o'clock?
Well, I know D's up there.
Well, it's J we're looking for. That's 3 o'clock. You see, if you were... There you go. 3:45. R. And 6 p.m. or 6 a.m. That's the D. That's Delta. So, if you held your arms out for semaphore to denote these letters on a clock face, that's the time it would be. Amazingly well spotted. What would you like next, Verbivores?
Eye of Horus, please.
The Eye of Horus. OK, these are going to be picture clues. What connects them? Here's the first.
No. Next. Looks familiar, don't know his name. Next. Oh, Mackenzie Crook.
Right, we really need something else to
Next.
link with.
Yeah, John Craven. Oh, they're all in crooked, don't they?
Yeah, but for some sort of synonyms.
Are there surnames associated with crookedness?
I'm afraid their surnames are not all associated with crookedness. So, Cosmopolitans, your chance for a bonus.
Sorry, if you took the first letter off, they would be birds.
If you took the first letter off, they would be birds. Who are we looking at?
There's Alan Clark.
Yes.
Mackenzie
Crook,
John
Craven. But
And
We
who
don't know
knows?
who that first one is.
That's Joan Chen.
Ah,
Or hen. They all begin with the letter C, and if you take it off, you get hen from Chen, lark from Clark, rook from Crook, and raven from Craven. Yes, birds at the ends of their names. That's the sort of one I'd think you'd get verbivores normally. So you get a bonus, Cosmopolitans, and the last question, water. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Loan construction, appoint, house. Okay, next. Next, Mrs. Wilcox.
The sufficiency of. I don't know, Karen.
Next. It's got to be only connect. Yes, but what's the other thing? What is the other thing? Next.
3 seconds.
So,
Oh, it's only connect and something to do with Howard's Way, where the saying is from. Howard's End, even, not Howard's Way.
What to do with it?
We're looking at only connect,
yes.
and then
names of other E.M. Forster.
E.M. Forster, or parts of E.M. Forster.
I'm afraid that's not it. Verbivores, do you want to have a go for a bonus?
They're only connect in different languages, and what is it, Howard's End, when it was translated into those? Should we try that?
That is what it is. I'm afraid in the final I need to hear that. It is the phrase only connect, translated in the E.M. Forster novel Howard's End, and in brackets is the title Howard's End. But of course it's not called Howard's End in all the languages. So La Mansión in Spanish, Le Legs de Mrs. Wilcox in French, that's the legacy of Mrs. Wilcox, that's what that's called. And I don't really speak Portuguese, but the house again in Portuguese, and Casa Howard. That's really the clue in Italian, solo connettere. So it is the title, Howard's End, as it translates in different languages with our key quote. So another bonus for you verbivores, and that means at the end of round 1, the Cosmopolitans have 1 point, the verbivores have 3. On to round 2, sequences, and you'll be going first again. Please choose a hieroglyph.
Eye of Horus, please.
The Eye of Horus. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Wow. Any idea? Next. Butyrates. Is it C? Is that vitamin C?
Good.
Next. Ephedrine B. It's going to be something A. Is it vitamins? I mean, vitamin A. Is it retinol A?
We go for that. Quite the
Might as well. Yeah. Retinol brackets A. Close brackets.
I'm afraid it absolutely is not that. Cosmopolitans, do you want to have a go for a bonus point?
So it would be heroin A.
Heroin A would be an acceptable answer, or as we went for, magic mushrooms. What are we looking at?
Legal classes of drugs.
Well,
Illegal classes.
yes, I'm not sure. If heroin's gone legal since we started this show, nobody's told me.
Yes.
It's drug classification, that's right. It's that first one where the drugs are not yet criminalised. So this one that we're looking at, also known as posh or banshee dust, I'm reliably informed by our question editor, who's certainly never taken illegal drugs. I mean, he really hasn't. Can barely get him to have a cup of tea. So that's a temporary class while it's waiting for something else. And then we're looking at Class C, Class B, and I want to hear some sort of drug that's very banned. Retinol A, not it. So you get that bonus, Cosmos, and you may choose a question.
Horned viper, please.
OK, what would come forth in this picture sequence? Here's the first.
Next. It's a big baby in parade with a dummy. Next. Oh my goodness. Yes. What happened?
What happened?
Yes. Yeah, we're going to have to figure something out. No.
3 seconds.
A giant balloon. in the shape of an elephant, perhaps.
It is not a giant balloon in the shape of an elephant. So, Verbivores, you've got the chance for a bonus point.
A giant effigy of David Cameron.
Is the right answer.
Oh, it's Lewis Fireworks, isn't it?
It's
Yes.
Lewis Fireworks. Yes, in Lewis, in Sussex, every year on Bonfire Night, they burn effigies. They burn the Pope and Guy Fawkes, and there's a sort of topical guest attraction. Let's all try to identify who they are. So who do you think that is in the first picture, 2012?
I think we have no idea.
Angela Merkel, of course.
Oh, the German flag, yes.
And you said a big baby in a parade. Now you know it's a topical guest of 2013. It is, of course,
Prince George.
Kim Jong-un, that's right. And sandwiched uncomfortably between Kim Jong-un and David Cameron, that third picture.
Alex Salmond.
It is Alex Salmond, yes. So and once you know, it's so obvious. Very well done for the bonus. Which question would you like?
Lion, please.
Lion. OK, what will come forth in this sequence is the first.
Capital Q. Nope. Next. U. I got it already. What is this? U. What's Q? U. It's gonna. Isn't it gonna spell out for as a word? Going Q. U. I don't know. Next.
So Pakistan's capital is Islamabad. Mongolia's is Ulaanbaatar, but I don't know what the sequence is.
So what's fourth? QUI. Capital. Quit, for example.
Yes, Croatia's capital Z in bracket C.
Capital Z bracket C, close brackets.
The answer is capital Z bracket C. Tom, perhaps you could explain what the sequence is.
The letter in the brackets begins a country which is the only one with a capital beginning with the previous letter.
That's exactly right. There are only 4 letters of the alphabet, which are the first letters of a capital city only one time. So there's only one capital that begins with a Q, and that is, of course...
Quito of Ecuador.
There's only one U.
Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia.
That's absolutely right. One I.
Islamabad, Pakistan.
And, of course, we're not going in alphabetical order. We are spelling out the word quiz. So I wanted to hear Z for Zagreb, the capital of Croatia. Very well done. Well quizzed. Cosmopolitans, what would you like?
Twisted Flax, please.
Twisted Flax. OK. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Right. Next. So 2 people in the diner. Is it the number of people?
Possibly.
Yeah. Shall we go for the third one?
Yes, I think we better.
Next. Yes. So. With no one in it. What would you Yeah, okay.
I'm so sorry.
The Mona Lisa brackets Da Vinci?
Not, I'm afraid, the right answer. So, Verbivores, what's your guess for a bonus point?
Irises brackets Van Gogh.
Not it either. What sequence are you thinking of?
We're thinking the number of people in the pictures.
Right.
And we were going down and we were thinking 4, 3, 2, 1 because we thought there were 2 in the screen.
I'm afraid there are 3 people in the screen.
Really?
There are 5 dancers in Matisse's Danse Deux. There are 4 people in
American
Hopper's
Gothic,
Nighthawks.
then. Yes.
American Gothic is the very one we went with. Yes, in the scream, there's the chap that people say has just heard a scream, and there's actually 2 people walking away, so 3. So we need to hear a painting with 2 people in it. For example, American Gothic. So no points there, Verbivores, but you may choose a question.
Water, please.
OK, what would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
That's the golden ratio, isn't it? It's fine. Yeah. Are we going doing Greek letters? Do you know who are we counting? Do you know the order? We do it next. That's Chi, isn't it?
Yes, that was
Phi, Chi.
Chi's sign.
Is Omega the last one?
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely supposed to be even. Omega. What represents Omega?
Yeah, resistance, an ohm, yeah. The symbol for an ohm, the unit of resistance.
And why would that be?
Because it's an omega.
Once again, that is the right answer and a very difficult final question. Well done. Talk me through these clues.
And then the last 4 letters of the Greek alphabet. The golden ratio is represented by Phi. Life force in Chinese medicine is Chi. Pounds of Scavenger's Sigh.
And for example, the last element of a sequence, or the Charlton Heston film, Something Man, some kind of representation of Omega. Very well done. Cosmopolitans, one horrible question remains for you.
Thank
It
you.
is the two reads. What will come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Okay, Brazil. Are these the World Cup final results? Is it? No. Next. 2006, Italy. Well, what happened? Because Italy won.
2010 with Spain and the Netherlands.
2014. Yeah. Is what? Germany won.
That's too easy.
Surely. Is it really 4-3? What do you think?
No, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you can't cancel that, says it. It's Argentina.
2 seconds.
Germany.
So it's 2014. What do you think, Emily?
It's Germany 1, Argentina 0.
Not
Not
the
too
answer, I'm
easy.
afraid.
Yeah.
Verbivores, you've got the chance for a bonus point.
2014. Germany 4, Argentina 3.
That's not it, but why are you saying that?
I think it's the finalists in the World Cup and the number of times they won the World Cup after that game was played.
Your problem is, it's before that game was played. You have spotted the horrible thing we've done here.
It could be 0-0, could it?
They are successive World Cup matches, and they are the finalists in those matches, but the numbers represent not the score, but the number of World Cups those teams had previously won before they got to the final. As you say yourself, Spain and the Netherlands had won no World Cups.
before.
So Germany had won 3 and Argentina 2 when they went in to that 2014 final. But I see my drinks are coming to an end, so we better finish the round. I'll give you the scores. Cosmopolitans 2, Verbivores 9. And just when you were thinking it couldn't get nastier, time for the connecting wall. And you'll be going first this time. Cosmopolitans, would you like lion or water?
Water, please.
OK, you have 2.5 minutes to solve the water wall, starting now.
Oh, great. OK, so 1837 is Victoria coming to the throne.
Yeah, what other years?
1558
1952.
is... Yes.
Queens,
Yes, Queens.
1702.
Yes, OK. Great. Now, are there some cubes?
There is
343 is a
one,
cube.
25,
125, 27, and 1.
1.
Oh, 1. Yeah. OK, so...
3 lives now.
No. Oh, dear. That's
So 5, 6,
unfortunate.
7, 8 is a song by
Yes.
Steps.
It is. 1 is probably a
It's
song.
a song, probably.
1999, is that the
1999 is a song.
Prince. Let's
Okay.
not solve.
Okay.
What's the other one?
10,000.
515.
And what are all of these
That's
others?
the thing, right?
Should we undo these so we can
you
look
want,
at
yeah.
them? So 400, 1500. Are these measurements of something like, you know, the
1.15.
lines
Are
on a
they,
TV?
they're sort of athletics things.
Yes, 1500, 400, 110 and
110,
10,000.
yeah.
Yes.
You solved the wall. Absolutely amazing. Not even halfway through the time. That is incredible. What about the connections then? The first group, 1837 or 1837, and so on.
The accession
Years
date of British Queens.
Yes.
That's absolutely right. Queenly accession dates. And the next green group starting 27.
They're just cubes.
They're just cubes. Simple as that's just cubes.
Yep.
And the pink or purple group starting 1500.
Athletics distances.
They are athletics distances. Some people might not recognise 110.
That's
What's
the
that?
high hurdles for men.
Men's sprint hurdles, that's absolutely right. And the last turquoise group starting 1999.
It's songs.
It is songs. It's actually 1999, isn't it, by Prince? So you told me all 4 connections as well, and of course you get the bonus. That is a maximum of 10 on this horrible final wall. Very well done. Let's bring in the Verbivores now and give them another wall to see what they can do with it. Welcome back, Verbivores, but I don't know if you'll think it's much of a welcome. You're going to be getting the lion wall, 2.5 minutes to solve it, starting now.
Well, I'm off. OK, so that's freezing point Kelvin, isn't it? That's freezing point Fahrenheit. That's freezing point Celsius.
That one.
Go on then. There we are. OK.
Well, 1066 is
So
the
that's going
bottom
to be a
date.
battle. 1080. Oh,
So that's a change of rain.
Yes, it is.
That's a change of rain, and that's a change of
We
rain.
should go around the years. Oh, okay.
3 lives now.
So
Record speed.
record
That one, and right. 10 Infinity 300 2012.
films.
Are they all names of films?
Over 300 is definitely a film for Spartans. 2012 is a disaster movie. Infinity probably and 10 probably are. Yeah,
Should we go with that?
And I think that.
You've solved the wall. That's amazing. I wasn't thinking this was particularly a wall for a wordy team. Very well done. Let's have a look for those connections. Tell me about the first blue group starting 3-2.
The freezing point of water in various scales of temperature.
Freezing points of water. And the green group, 1066 or 1066, and so on.
Also changes.
The changes of rain.
Changes of rain in
British monarchs.
England.
I need to hear something specific.
Oh, it's when Williams took over.
Accessions of Kings William. And the next group starting 3313,
They are record speeds.
33 and a third, and so on, all record speeds. And the turquoise group, 300 or 300, what are they?
Their names of films.
They are film titles. So, you did find all the groups and tell me all the connections. That is a total of 10 points. Let's have a look at the scores. The Cosmopolitans have 12 points, the Verbivores have 19. We will now decide the championship in the Missing Vowels round. Fingers on buzzers teams. I can tell you that the first group are all months and birthstones they have been assigned. Cosmopolitans?
January and Garnet.
Correct. Cosmopolitans?
April and Diamond.
Correct. Cosmos?
October and Opal.
Well done. Verbivores?
May and Emerald.
Correct. Next category, 5 words in alphabetical order. Careful. Verbivores?
Bag, beg, big, bog, bug.
Correct. Verbivores?
Patting, petting, pitting, potting, putting.
Correct. Cosmopolitans?
Mass, mess.
Not it, I'm afraid, Verbivores.
Masses, messes, misses, mosses, mussets.
There are extra S's for plurals, that's right. Verbivores?
Last, lest, list, lost, lust.
Well done. Next category, things found on a fish and chip shop menu. Cosmopolitans?
Scampi.
Correct. Cosmos?
Battered sausage.
Battered sausage.
Correct. Cosmos?
Onion rings.
Correct. Verbivores?
Pickled egg.
Don't mind if I do. Next category, random words. Cosmopolitans?
Arbitrary.
Yep. Verbivores?
Indiscriminate.
Correct. No time to tell me the next random word, which was irregular. The bell has gone for the end of the quiz. And I can tell you that our second place finishers have 18 points, but the winners with 26 and the new champions of Only Connect are the Verbivores. Very well done to you. Excellent stuff. Well done, everybody. You all quizzed absolutely brilliantly. Fantastic. But you Verbivores are the champions. Well done. And that's it. It's the end of the show and the series. We're about to have our magnificent closing ceremony, and then it'll be a few months until we meet again. But in the gap, if you miss us, why not recreate the Only Connect experience by trying to make small talk with a teenager? Just like answering the questions on this show, you'll find that whatever you say is probably wrong. Goodbye.